Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, July 7th. Oh boy, so this is the final workout for week number 2 of my marathon training program that I am building as I go along. It's been good so far. And to finish out the week, I'm going to go for a long run. Now, long run can be defined a lot of different ways. For me, it's anything over an hour, so I will definitely be going over an hour. I am adapting to whatever the workout is at the time that I'm doing it. So if I go an hour and 20, that means I'm feeling pretty good, or an hour and 30, something like that. But if I go just an hour, then I felt like that's all I could do for today. It's all I could accomplish for today. Now I am going to go back down to my high school track. I debated on that the other day, whether I wanted to go out for the rails or trails, but I decided to stick to the track for a couple of reasons. One is I'm going to shed my hydration vest, so I'm not going to wear that today. I want to run as free as possible. So I don't want to run with my GoPro any longer than I have to. I don't want to have my vest on. So for those things, I will be setting those items up against the fence on the track. And just as I run by, I will grab a drink of water. So I'll take a couple of water bottles with me, and I'll just lay those up against the fence. And as I go by, kind of like a hydration station, for any run or any race that you might be running, 5K, 10K, half marathon, what have you. It'll be similar to that, although I won't have cups filled up. I'll just have a collapsible water bottle. I've got a couple of those, so I'll fill those both up. I'll set them alongside the fence, and then as I run by, I can just grab one. When I need a drink, I'll hang on to it for a trip around the track, so a quarter mile or so, and then I will toss it back up alongside the fence and shed the weight. And the reason I'm doing that is, and some of you have asked, you've emailed me, just sent me, and it was very kind, and it wasn't, the emails weren't intended to be critical at all, but I had mentioned that I wasn't putting in the amount of intensity this time around as I have in the past. So in other words, I mentioned in a video previously that I had dialed it back a bit. And that's because, for those that are brand new, and a number of subscribers, so welcome to everyone who has joined us for the Chicago Marathon training block this time around. But what you may not know is I'm coming off a stress fracture in my femoral neck of my left hip. And so this was my first full week running with full body weight. So when I said that I am not putting as much intensity into the workouts as I have in the past at the start of a marathon training block, that's why. So, yeah. But I'm going to be building up slowly, and probably the same will happen with even today's workout. Oftentimes when I'm on my long run, I start pretty slow, but by the end of it, it's kind of a slow progression, and that's just kind of natural for me. I don't know if that'll be the case for today. I'll take a look at it when I get done, but historically on my long run, whether I intend it to go this way or not, I start out at a bit slower pace, but by the end of it, I've kind of picked it up. So it turns out to be a somewhat of a progression run for me, oftentimes. And mileage-wise, I don't have anything planned necessarily for today. That's what I love about long runs. As far as workouts go, the long run is typically my favorite because I normally go at a pretty comfortable pace, or try to. So I don't have any expectation of trying to, push it hard. I just want to get out there and put the miles in, put the time in, build up my endurance. That helps overall with my VO2 max, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So I'll go over an hour. How much over an hour? I don't know. We're going to find out. And it's July 7th. So for those of you that are fans of Shark Week, I think that kicks off today, if I'm right, if I remember right. And I am a fan of Shark Week. That is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I do like Shark Week a lot. I try to watch some of those programs, and I am kind of a fan of those B-style shark movies, as silly as they are. I think that's why I like them so much, is that they are just so outlandish and goofy, Sharknado, those types of movies. They're just, they kind of make me laugh. They make me laugh. And maybe I can find a shark graphic to put up on screen, something fun for today's video. I don't know. If I can, I will, just be a bit goofy. So I like to have fun. I like to have fun with these videos, and I like to have fun when I run. So, all right, you guys. So that's the plan for today. Today, again, is week 2, day number 7, and I'm capping off the week or finishing out the week with that long run, which will be a bit over an hour, somewhere probably between an hour to an hour and 30 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. And yeah, so let's go get it done. I'm going to head down to my high school track. I got a lot of packing to do because I got to gather up my GoPro, my cell phone, water bottles, all that kind of good stuff. That massage roller, which I really like. I love taking it down to the track. That's one of the things that I think where this product really does shine is, if I take my traditional foam roller down to the track, I can't really use it down there because it's a foam roller. So it picks up all the stones, the dirt, debris, all that kind of stuff. And so if I use it down the track, and I have tried to do this in the past, they get ruined. But this one is interesting because it has kind of these tracks on it, almost like a bulldozer tracks is what they remind me of, that it goes on. So the roller itself never touches the ground. And so I like that. I really appreciate that. And it makes it easy for me to be able to take it down and use it at my high school track, which is what I've been enjoying doing. So especially right before I go for the run. But more importantly, right after I run, I can just get a drink of water and fire it up, sit on it, and let it work its magic. It's pretty cool. All right. With that, I'm going to head out the door. So we'll see you back down at the track. All right, so we are about ready to go. It's gonna be a nice one. It's gonna be a little bit warm today, but not terribly bad. I think right now it's not terribly bad. It's supposed to get up around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, but the sun is shining right now, and I'm betting it's probably in the high 70s at the moment. So we're not quite, I don't think, to that 80-degree mark. Good time to get out here and get it done. Oh my goodness. Oh, it just feels so nice. That sun just feels absolutely terrific. I'm gonna set up my water bottles, as I mentioned earlier, along the fence here. Actually, there's some concrete that comes up a ways for the bleachers because the track and the football field set lower. So I can set it up on that concrete, which makes it really easy for me just to run by and grab a quick drink. The other thing that I do like about being down here is they have bathrooms too. So, if nature calls, you can stop and use the restroom if need be. So I do appreciate that as well. And they are open. So sometimes during the summer months they're not, but I did check and they are open to be used. All right, so again, I'm not going to be wearing my hydration vest. I do love this thing. It's comfortable. That's not the point. But I just wanted to run as unencumbered as possible today. And that's probably going to be the theme for me for a while anyway, until I can get that, until I'm more confident that my hip is completely healed. I think that it is. Otherwise my physician wouldn't have cleared me to run with full body weight, but hey, I'm not going to push my luck. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to push my luck. All right, I got to get set up. Oh, that felt really good. Felt really, really good. Oh my goodness. So, you know, I went at an easy pace for the first, well, I think I just kind of warmed up for 10 minutes, you know, really easy. And then for, I don't know, about 40 minutes or so into it, I had picked up the pace some. And then for 20 minutes, I picked up the pace even more. And then I kind of cooled down afterwards. My intent was to go for like an hour and 20 today, and that's pretty much what I did. I might have gone a couple minutes over, and that's only because, you know, I'd looked down and I was like really, really close to rolling the odometer over to 9 miles. And I like round numbers. So I decided just to truck around the track another half turn or so, something like that, whatever it took to roll that over to just a little over 9 miles today. I think that was pretty solid effort for, you know, at the start of a training block for a long run. Doesn't have to be anything crazy for me. I think that's, I don't know, I'm trying to think back on some of my past training sessions, but I bet that they weren't far off. You know, I might have run a little faster because, again, I've dialed back the intensity a little. It's just a slower progression into faster paces for me. But okay, so that's it. That is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed making it for you. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Now tomorrow's gonna be a rest day for me from running. You know, I might do something else. You know, maybe do some drills or something like that, try to work on my form, maybe some strength training, something along those lines, but I won't be running, so I won't have a running training type video tomorrow. So if it's a vlog or might be a review that I still have to do, so something like that. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Enjoy, stay healthy and safe, and we'll see you next time.